now that we've gotten there, now what? What's next?
Every day for the past 4 years, I've said, buy Bitcoin, don't sell the Bitcoin. I'm going to be buying more Bitcoin. I'm going to be buying Bitcoin at the top forever. I joked with Dave Portnoy today. He said, I missed it at 10,000. I missed it at 20,000. I missed it at 100,000. I said, Dave, it's still less than $1 million a coin. You're getting a 90% discount from $1 million a coin. I'm sure that I will be buying Bitcoin at $1 million a coin, probably $1 billion a day of Bitcoin at $1 million a coin. And so I think it's a very simple idea. Just keep buying Bitcoin with your spare capital. It's going to appreciate against the dollar forever.
And people are saying Bitcoin is too expensive. And right now, what Michael Saylor is saying in this clip, he's sitting there telling you that this is an opportunity for you to buy Bitcoin at 90% discount, meaning that he has extremely high conviction that Bitcoin is going to $1 million a coin. That's just a target. That's conservative. It's going to go over $1 million a coin, but get what he's saying. There's still opportunity to 10x your money just buying Bitcoin. Keep stacking sats and hodl strong. And with that, what's happening, Crypto Crew? Sean's coming back at you in the cryptocurrency video.
Hey guys, sorry for the quick interruption, but if you're interested in trading MicroStrategy options, any other stock out there, Bitcoin, Solana, or any other crypto out there, you can now do that on MooMoo. And if you sign up with our affiliate link, which we pin in the comment section, also in the description below, when you sign up and deposit any amount, you're going to receive up to 20 free stocks, and each one of these stocks could be valued at up to $2,000. So make sure to sign up with MooMoo. Go get that free money. Now let's go ahead and get back to the video.
And to piggyback on that, if you guys want some free stuff, get your 15 free stocks, each valued up to $2,000 using this link below. Bitcoin at the current time of this recording is still sitting around 1,049, almost 105,000. What do we see? What do we anticipate? So if you see this purple line here on the charts, let's make this a little bit bigger. We see that Bitcoin could be in some type of flag pattern. If we zoom to this price action, we could see that this could be the flag pull right here, starting from this wick down to this wick up. And we'll just use the candle bodies just to be more precise. And the actual flag pattern is going to look something like this. And you see, once we get to the bottom here, this is textbook TA, textbook 101. So whenever we break out of this, technical target could take us up to where right now we had a wick down to 104.3. Will we fall lower? Will we get back above that? But technically, where this goes up to would be the 112 range. It's the next level to pay attention to, the $112,000 range that will put Bitcoin into price discovery, new all-time highs. Zooming out, once again, the purple line is something to pay attention to. You see the 20 moving averages crossed over both the 50 and 200. Price actions upwards, 20s upwards. Everything looks bullish here. And if you see, we hit our head on this once, twice, fell through it, third time, fourth time, came back, back tested. So right now we're above this purple line. If we fall down, we want to hold this 102.6 range. If we do fall below that, we will see lower price action. Bull market's not over with yet, but we're just telling you what we see. We see a higher high as far as a new all-time high in price discovery. In the previous all-time high around 108, could be breaking that this week. That's a high probability. MicroStrategy at the current time of this recording, it closed the market at 396.50. So same type of pattern. We use certain levels as resistance, support, 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 resistance, resistance. Now we're back above it. So will we get a continuation up to this next level, $437 range? And will we break through that and then put into new all-time highs? The 430 range to the upside, 430 to 440 range is the target to pay attention to. If we come back down and say we fill this gap here around 370 or come back down and retest this level down to 360, that could be what's in the cards for MicroStrategy. So pay attention. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of bullishness to the upside. Michael Saylor still working. He's saying France could use more Bitcoin. And right here, you see Sarah Knafno is sitting here telling you, great lunch from Michael Saylor today, the future of Bitcoin energy and upcoming French elections. What a great entrepreneur. Let's move forward. So look here, Michael Saylor's going across the pond and preaching Bitcoin. And if you don't know who that is, she is a member of the European Parliament, so she's a big player. Could they be getting ready to start their own strategic reserve in France? current time of this recording, we're seeing the market cap come in at 3.67 and the Bitcoin dominance at 56.7, Ethereum dominance at 11.3. So right now we're seeing everything's green in the market, lots going on. Solana's been making major moves to the upside with the Trump news. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. But Bitcoin at 104.8, Ethereum at 3,400, XRP at 315. Eric Trump's weighing in. I'm sure you've heard the Trump coin's been blasting off, going crazy. He's extremely proud of what we continue to accomplish. Trump is the hottest digital meme on earth, and he believes that World Liberty 5 will revolutionize DeFi and CeFi is the future of finance. Just getting started. And if you didn't know, Trump had his own meme coin listed a few nights ago, and it went up tens of thousands of percent within the first 24 hours. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We've never seen anything like that in history in the crypto markets. Even with Doge, Pepe, all these memes, it's gone crazy. Trump has stole the show there. So Justin, there's now 70% odds that Trump will create a U.S. national Bitcoin reserve in 2025. So it's a higher and higher probability that we'll see that this year. Now, will we see it this week? Will there be an announcement this week? You know, that could be a sell the news event because people are anticipating that. So be very cautious. There could be some volatility this week, but when in doubt, zoom out. We're still going to the upside. He might not talk about the first week, guys, but if there is a scare in the market, that's a buying opportunity. Buy that dip. And as you see, every inauguration below from 2017, 21, and this year, are we going to get a repeat? Alt season, blast off. Alt season, blast off. Could we get extremely parabolic going into the next few months? Bitcoin bros think so. And it's Solana replacing Ethereum where the money flow goes, because right now all the money flow just flew into Solana's ecosystem over the past 24 to 48 hours because of the Trump pump. The Trump coin is built on Solana's ecosystem. So does that mean that Ethereum is not going to get a pump? No, Bitcoin bros don't think so. Ethereum might just be right here now. It might just be a part of the other large caps, even though ETH is above Solana in the charts. But this is where Trump decided to pump his coin at. Right here isn't where he built the Trump coin. So you just got to pay attention to these ecosystems, and as rotations occur, once this money flows from the Solana ecosystem into other large caps, we will see Ethereum go to the upside. But if you look at Solana versus ETH, this chart does seem pretty bullish. We could see some more upside, but there's something to pay attention to as well. As you look at this on the macro, this does look like some type of big just in cup and handle pattern. We broke out of it, back tested the support till we potentially have a continuation to the upside. Is that what we see? Let's get rid of this extra line here. This could be a bull pennant that's playing out as well, and we're getting ready to blast off. But one thing to note, we see here that if you look at this peak here back in December 23 and right here, this put a higher high in with the RSI putting a lower high in. This is a bearish divergence. So, and will this cool off and come back down into this price range? Is this just sort of a rounding top pattern? Something to definitely pay attention to, because if Ethereum takes off, it's going to pull the rest of the market off like it has historically. But Solana is melting faces, as you see right here. We've counted this for you before in the past. Let's make this a little bit bigger. We've showed you this 1, 2, 3, 4, this fifth leg pump that could be going up to roughly $1,000 or higher. But look here, is this an actual cup and handle pattern that we see came back up? We see the handle here, breakout, back test, and a confirmation right now with this big candle. So if that's the case, where does this technical target go up for Solana? And is this realistic? We pull this up to the cup lid. This would take us up to roughly the technical target. We got to go to the breakout point. This will take us up to roughly almost a $4,000 Solana. Is that realistic? Look at Solana where we are right now. Solana's at 273, and the overall market capitalization would be 132. So you have to look and do the math, guys. Let's get out our calculator. So if you just do $4,000 divided by 273, the current price action, looking at 14.6, so 132, you'd be looking at 14 times 132, you'd be looking at almost a $2 trillion market capitalization for Solana. Is that realistic? Well, anything's possible in the markets. You see how euphoric the Trump pump happened. and there might be some type of ecosystem built on top of Solana. There could be an announcement potentially, but is that highly probable? Not so much, because you got to look at that. You got to compare this chart here. You got to go to the total crypto market cap chart as well to see exactly how high we expect to go, anticipate to go. And we've showed you these targets before. As an overall crypto market capitalization, if this is looked at as an inverse head and shoulders pattern, we could come back down and back test this. Technical target up to $11 trillion. So could Solana have $2 trillion of that? If we look at the SOL dominance chart and see like how much $2 trillion of 11, we do some math again. So 2 divided by 11, we'll be looking at roughly an 18%. Right now this is 3.7%. 18% would take this all the way up to really where this technical target is if this is some type of pennant. But look, we fell through this pattern here, came back and back tested this. So is this another top signal? We were holding this support, fell through, and now with this pump, came back and back tested it. Now could we just get ready to break this purple line and have some type of price action where we come back down, flip this resistance, flip the support to resistance before we can see a continuation to the downside? And then could this be an indication of where the bottom could be around here? And that could be like an upwards channel, putting in a higher low then? Is that what we could see? Or are we going to see, once again, this big bump and run pattern, continuation to the 18% range? It's a little bit far-fetched, but anything's possible in crypto. Looking here, Ethereum, Bitcoin could have bottomed out. As we see here, we see that if we, this is on the 8-hour, if we zoom out onto the weekly, we want to look on the higher time frame to see what do we see, what do we anticipate. So right here, you see a low, a higher low in the RSI, a lower low in the price action. So this is on the higher time frame. This could be a bullish divergence. And if we look up here, we see the 200 is almost flat. So this is an indication that we're going to see a big move soon. And right now, these are very, very spread out. Could we see lower price action on this? Yes. But eventually, this is going to turn around. As you see with the halving in 2020, we had this bottom out, halving here, bottom out, then a blast off. Could we be coming back up to retest the lower bound of this upper bound that acted as support? We fell through it. Could be getting ready to ramp up by the end of this year to retest this upwards trend line. You be the judge. And with that, I'm Sean with the Bitcoin Bros. You guys like this content, go ahead and smash the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and show us some love. We appreciate each and every one of you. And with that, I'm out.